Deep within the emerald embrace of our planet's forests stand silent giants. These are the big trees, ancient sentinels that have watched over the earth for centuries. They are the lungs of our planet, the lifeblood of countless creatures, and the keepers of our ecological balance. Yet these majestic beings are vanishing at an alarming rate, their silent demise a crisis that threatens us all. We must act now to protect these vital ecosystems before it's too late. Our forests are intricate tapestries of life, and big trees are the threads that hold them together. They are the architects of their ecosystems, shaping the environment around them and providing shelter, food, and stability for a myriad of species. Their loss reverberates throughout the natural world, unraveling the delicate web of life that sustains us all. Their disappearance is a stark warning sign, a call to action that we can no longer ignore.
Big trees are not just individuals, they are ecosystems in themselves. Their massive trunks and sprawling branches provide homes for a staggering array of creatures, from tiny insects to colorful birds to elusive mammals. Each tree is a bustling metropolis, a microcosm of life that contributes to the rich tapestry of biodiversity. Their loss creates a domino effect, causing populations to plummet, and in some cases driving species to the brink of extinction. These giants play a vital role in carbon sequestration, absorbing and storing vast amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Their deep roots and massive trunks act as carbon sinks, helping to regulate our planet's climate and mitigate the effects of climate change. Without them, our fight against global warming becomes even more challenging. They are nature's own climate regulators, and their preservation is essential for the health of our planet.
Climate change poses a significant threat to big trees, exacerbating existing stresses and creating new challenges. Rising temperatures increase the frequency and intensity of droughts, wildfires, and insect outbreaks, all of which can decimate tree populations. As the climate continues to change, these threats are only going to intensify, putting further pressure on these already vulnerable giants. We must address climate change urgently to protect our forests. Habitat fragmentation, driven by deforestation and land conversion, is another major challenge. As forests are carved into smaller and smaller fragments, big trees become increasingly isolated and vulnerable to edge effects, such as wind throw, disease, and invasive species. Their ability to regenerate and thrive is compromised, jeopardizing the long-term health of our forests.
Imagine a forest as a vast ocean, with big trees as islands scattered throughout. As we fragment these forests, we are effectively shrinking these islands, leaving less and less space for the inhabitants to survive. Animals that rely on big trees for food, shelter, or breeding grounds find themselves stranded, their populations dwindling as their habitat disappears. Fragmentation is a silent killer, slowly but surely eroding the biodiversity of our forests. This fragmentation also disrupts the delicate balance of predator-prey relationships, leading to cascading effects throughout the ecosystem. The loss of top predators, for example, can result in an overabundance of herbivores, which can then overgraze the forest understory, impacting plant diversity and overall forest health.
Section 5. The ripple effect: losing more than trees. The decline of big trees has far-reaching consequences that extend beyond the forest itself. Forests provide us with essential ecosystem services such as clean air and water, flood regulation, and soil conservation. They also offer us a sense of peace, tranquility, and connection to nature. The loss of these giants diminishes the quality of our lives in profound ways. Indigenous communities around the world have long recognized the cultural and spiritual significance of big trees. These ancient beings hold deep meaning and play an integral role in their traditions, ceremonies, and ways of life. Their loss represents a loss of cultural heritage and a weakening of the ties that bind these communities to their ancestral lands.
Section 6. Guardians of our well-being. Beyond their ecological and cultural importance, big trees also play a vital role in our physical and mental well-being. Studies have shown that spending time in nature, particularly in the presence of large trees, can reduce stress, improve mood, and boost our immune systems. The loss of these natural havens deprives us of these essential benefits, making us more susceptible to the pressures of modern life. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, all depend on healthy forests. Big trees are the cornerstones of these ecosystems, ensuring their stability and productivity. Their decline threatens not only the natural world, but also our own health and well-being.
Section 7. Ancient giants on the brink. Across the globe, iconic tree species are facing an uncertain future. The majestic redwoods of California, the towering mountain ash of Australia, the ancient baobabs of Africa, all are under threat from deforestation, climate change, and other human-induced pressures. These ancient giants, some of which have stood for millennia, are now facing an unprecedented crisis. The Amazon rainforest, often referred to as the lungs of the planet, is home to an estimated 16,000 tree species, many of which play critical roles in maintaining the ecological integrity of this vast ecosystem. Deforestation rates in the Amazon have been alarmingly high in recent years, driven by agricultural expansion, illegal logging and mining.
Section 8. A global call to action. Protecting our legacy. We are at a crossroads. The fate of our planet's big trees, and indeed the future of our planet, hangs in the balance. The time for action is now. We must act decisively and collectively to protect these irreplaceable treasures for generations to come. The task before us is daunting, but it is not insurmountable. By working together, we can turn the tide and ensure that these magnificent trees continue to grace our planet for centuries to come. Governments, businesses, communities, and individuals all have a role to play. We need stronger policies to protect forests, promote sustainable land management practices, and combat climate change. We need to support reforestation efforts, invest in research and conservation, and raise awareness about the importance of big trees.
Section 9. Restoring the balance, a seed of hope. While the challenges are great, there is still hope. Around the world, dedicated individuals and organizations are working tirelessly to protect and restore forests. From planting trees to advocating for policy change to supporting sustainable livelihoods, their efforts are making a difference. Their dedication is an inspiration, a testament to the power of human ingenuity and compassion. Community-based conservation initiatives are proving particularly effective, empowering local people to become stewards of their own forests. By recognizing the intrinsic value of forests and providing economic incentives for their protection, these initiatives are creating a more sustainable future for both people and nature.
Section 10. Empowering change. Every action counts. Each and every one of us has a part to play in this global effort. We can make conscious choices in our daily lives to reduce our impact on forests. We can support companies that adopt sustainable practices, reduce our consumption of paper and wood products, and make informed decisions about our diets and lifestyles. Education is key. We need to teach future generations about the importance of forests and inspire them to become guardians of our planet. By fostering a love and respect for nature in our children, we can create a more sustainable and equitable future for all. Section 11. A future with giants. Imagine a future where our children and grandchildren can still marvel at the sight of a giant tree, where they can feel the cool shade of its canopy and listen to the symphony of life within its branches. This is the future we must strive for. A future where big trees continue to grace our planet, their silent wisdom guiding us towards a more sustainable and harmonious existence. The choice is ours. We can continue down a path of destruction, or we can choose a different path. A path that leads to a future where both people and nature can thrive. Let us choose wisely for the sake of our planet and for generations to come.